My name is Osaz, stage name Osaz. I'm a musician, and the drums is my musical instrument of expression. I've been playing the drums for quite a while now, I think about 10 years plus, and I got to learn a lot on my journey. I play some couple of genres of music: rock, funk, reggae, and a little bit of fusion and other styles. In my journey, I've had the opportunity to play with a couple of amazing musicians. One of them being one of Nigeria's best rock musician, Dabaina Son of Rock. Played with Dabaina Son of Rock. I played with an all-girl band, which was like the opening into the professional music space, and the band then was called More Chicks Band. Play with some other musicians. I also play at Daystar Christian Center presently. I also play with one of Nigeria's best bassists, Ekundayo D Bass, and a couple of other guys also. Playing the drums has been really amazing. It's been a very beautiful journey, bittersweet experiences. When I started out on the drums, I started based on passion. It was something I loved to do, something I developed interest when I saw other people play. It was something that really fascinated me, and I was drawn to it. And I had the opportunity of meeting a lot of incredible musicians on my way up. But one part of my story that I'll always tell, no matter where I am, is how I got to actually develop so much love for drumming, and that was in secondary school. I had some very, very funny seatmates that were drummers at the time, and I was just getting to come into the world of drumming. So we used to play on tables a lot, and I learned a lot from the guys, and I saw that, okay, I think this is something I want to focus on. So on my journey, I joined this Christian Center. I met Taiwo. I'll always be grateful to Taiwo. I met Taiwo. He introduced me to drum rudiments. And then I had a couple of guys, so many guys that I learned from that have brought me to where I am right now. I'm sure I mentioned names. Taiwo, David Jurojaye, then Small Sam. Small Sam taught me a lot, and I'm very grateful for that. Then I joined the rock band, and I got to learn dynamics. I got to learn what it means to actually play in a band and the actual role of a drummer, which is to keep time. I learned to do that there. I learned so much. There's a lot of drummers. K-Sticks is one very, very phenomenal part of my story that I cannot overlook. He gave me a reason to want to work on myself. I saw him as an icon, one that opened ways for drummers to actually see themselves beyond where they were and see that they could actually do a lot on the instrument. So because of K-Sticks, I developed even more interest in drums and in music, which is what pushed me to study music in Obafemi Awolowo University. I did a diploma there, and I got to meet a lot of drummers. I met Taiwo again in OAU. I met Bethel. I met so many drummers that have contributed one way or the other to my drumming industry. And those lessons and those things that I learned from each one has one way or the other built me up to where I am today, where I was able to draw knowledge from all these different sources, and it made who Osaz is right now, from the band, from the guys, from church. So it's been a beautiful journey. Not sweet all the way, because there are times when it looks like you're not going anywhere from where you are, but I've been able to hold on and push, and it's been beautiful. One thing that's keeping me going above all else is God and purpose. Because drumming for me is not just surface level. It's more than just wanting to play the drums and look good at it. I see drumming as an instrument of connection to another soul. I believe that with every stroke, with every note, every rudiment, there's a way that each of these things connect to the next person that's with you. The person may not necessarily be a musician or a drummer, but the fact that you are good at what you do sends a particular kind of message to that person, and one way or the other gives that person a reason to want to push forward. Every time I have the opportunity to climb the drums, either in church or anywhere, I make a prayer. I'm like, God, every time as I'm going on these drums, let me be the reason why someone decides not to give up on whatever it is that he wants to do. So whoever it is that is down, let my strokes be able to connect to this person's heart, such that when I finish playing or while I'm playing, he sees a reason to want to push and keep going. So one thing that has kept me is God, and the fact that I know that whatever I do is not ordinary. Then other things that have kept me are people around. I have guys that push. So when I see them working and I look at myself, I'm like, what are you doing with your life? Go and work. So that, then just the picture I see ahead of me, I know that if I want to get there, I have to work. So I put it, when I sit down and think about that picture, I'm like, no, you cannot just sleep around. Get up and do some work. Yeah. For anyone that wants to pick up the drums, any lady or any guy, whoever it is that is considering picking up the drums, I'll say you go for it. It's not going to be an easy ride, trust me. There are going to be times where you second guess and doubt yourself, but keep pushing. Be consistent. The results do not show immediately. It's like filling up a bowl. When you start filling it up, it looks like it's taking too long. But if you keep the water running, after a while it gets full. If the water keeps running, it even overflows. So don't stop. Keep pushing. Give yourself to learning. Do not look at anyone. Don't say anyone is too small for you to learn from. Don't say because, you can play this particular rudiment. Now, okay, you feel like that's like you put a cap on it. Don't put a cap on your learning. Keep pushing until you see the results and even more of the things that you aspire to be. Be focused, be disciplined, be consistent, be humble, and a lot of opportunities are going to open up for you. Yeah, so I'm working on a couple of things, a couple of covers, a couple of projects right now, and I know that when they come out, you guys are going to be amazed. Hi guys, my name is Osaz and you're watching Drum Quarters.